There are experiences in life when we become so overwhelmed with emotion, we find it almost impossible to describe what it is we are really feeling. In my life, I've experienced such emotions several times. Finding the person I would fall in love with and marry, seeing the birth of my children and grandchildren, my ordination to the priesthood. I felt that way again recently when I went on pilgrimage to Jerusalem during Holy Week and Easter. Now, I've conducted the services of Holy Week many times before, but taking part in them in the places where they occurred, the washing of the feet, the passion, the burial of Christ, his glorious resurrection on Easter, now became for me a living reality. Seeing the holy fire ceremony of Easter Eve with the entire Holy Sepulchre ablaze with the light of the resurrection and shouts of "Christ is risen," sent shivers down my spine and filled my eyes with tears of joy. But my greatest joy in Jerusalem came when I was told I would be celebrating the Divine Liturgy on the tomb of Jesus Christ in the Holy Sepulchre. Who was I to be so privileged to stand at the foot of the tomb of Christ and to offer our sacred Armenian Badrak? I felt the sensation of unworthiness, of inadequacy. There I prayed for my parents and my wife's parents, whose presence I felt during the entire Badrak, standing there with me. It was always my mother's dream to visit Jerusalem, and now, through her son and the offering of the Divine Liturgy, she was able to make that journey. I prayed for my immediate family, all the people I've ever touched through my ministry, especially those who were my fellow pilgrims, that somehow, through the mercy of Christ, my offering on all their behalf would be acceptable before the throne of God. My words will never be able to express my thankfulness for having experienced such a journey, such a privilege. I usually end these videos by speaking of making choices. I made mine to go to the Holy Land. I encourage you, our faithful, to do the same, and to also take the journey to experience the real presence of holiness of Christ. That is to be found there.